Hello guys, this is Mr. Mark Tallt. Today I am going to teach the most important pattern of grammar in PTE segment. You know PTE, Pearson Test of English. Yeah, here PTE very much important for you. Now updated time you should know the matter about the PTE, what is PTE and how it can be handled. That are the most important factor here, right? So that you should know the grammatical items and analytical idea about the grammar in PTE. Okay, if you are attending an intense English language course, in your neighborhood like California, US or other countries, as well as Australian countries too, you might be feeling overwhelmed with all the grammar rules and their exceptions you have to learn. You should know the grammar very properly. Everything messy to intricate and unfathomable at first. However, no matter how terrifying they might seem, rules help you use the English language properly. Okay, and effective grammar guidelines is most important for you. You will feel less insecure while speaking or writing, and you will have the impression that you are finally beginning to have a fuller grasp of the language. Luckily, you don't need to learn all the rules of the grammar at once. You can start with the basic, and then as you become more familiar with the language logic, you can start to pay attention to the nuances. We have already discussed the things of 5 fundamental elements of grammar and underlying the language in English in our previous what I taught in my class. Here we will list 11 key rules crucial for your successful written and spoken communication in English, right? Those are here. What I am going to give the title 11 rules of grammar. Alright, now let's proceed that ahead. Okay, there are many different rules in English language, but the ones that flow are a great way to start your learning journey. First of all, it is use active voice. Active sentences have this formula like subject, verb and object. In short, yes, B-O. Yes, like James walks a dog. In this sentence, James is the subject, walks is the verb. Yes, what James does, and his dog is the object, the receiver of James' action. It is active voice. And pattern. Number two, link idea with a conjunction. You can combine two subject, verb, object sentence with those coordinating conjunction like but, or, so, and, it, for, no. For example, Rima likes coffee, but her brother prefers tea. That is the pattern of using link idea with a conjunction. Number 3, use a comma to connect two ideas. When writing, don't forget to add a comma before the coordinating conjunction. Like example here, he's 70, yet he still swims regularly. This is the example here. Number 4, use a serial comma in a list. So serial comma, the serial comma is the last in the list, so make sure not to forget it when writing. It comes before end. Let's see the example. Thomas Hardy has a dog, a cat, and a goldfish, full stop. Always use the same part of the speech in your list in the above sentence. What I have already mentioned here, right? We have three nouns here. Okay, Thomas Hardy, dog, cat, yeah, and goldfish also. Please mention the things properly. Rule number 5. When writings, use semicolons to join two ideas. Okay, use semicolon. In this case, you don't need coordinating conjunction. Let's look at example. Okay, Sita's dog is hyperactive. A semicolon is there. You should give. Okay, it won't stop barking or sit still. That's the example pattern here. Now, next rule is rule number 6. Okay, use the simple present tense for habitual action. I have already mentioned in my class there. Okay, these are active. Okay, you do regularly, always, often, sometime, usually. It is are the time adverbial. So proper using is the highly allocated or sequential using is there. Okay, like see her. Okay, Ram dances every day. Okay, here don't forget that. Don't forget to add yes or es for the third person singular. Okay, so pattern is that. Rule number 7. Use the present continuous tense for current action. For present continuous tense. Okay, let's see. Mark is talking with her or his friend now. Yes, so that here Mark is talking his friend now. Now it's here time connection. Okay, don't forget, don't stop. These are the time segment or indicators to join the present continuous tense, and current action is known that. Yeah, rule number 8. When talking about past action, yeah, don't forget that these are regular or irregular verbs. Let's see here. Okay, adding ed is known as regular or pattern is known as irregular. Let's see. Yeah, Rams watched a movie last night. When it comes to irregular verbs, there is a list you need to memorize. Here is an example. I met my wife in 2019 AD. Okay, now this is the what example of using past action and ed form and irregular form, right? Rule number 9. Use the present perfect tense with words or expression of unfinished time, like see. An example. I have drunk 3 cups of coffee this morning. It is still morning. Still morning. So that it is mentioned here. Yeah. So yeah, use the rules properly and get the idea very nicely what the sentences have stated over there, right? Rule number 10. Okay, use the present perfect continuous tense when the action has not finished. As well. So let's see. I have been drinking coffee all day. It is still the same day and I haven't stopped drinking coffee. This is the pattern of speaking, writing, as well as listening, filling the blank speech, etc. Okay, so get idea about that. Overall the action in PTE. Rule number last or 11. When talking about two action in the past, okay, use the past perfect tense for the older action. For example, for the older action, for example, the train left at 9 a.m. We arrived at 9:15 a.m. When we arrived, the train had left. That's the pattern. You should know properly. I mean that grammar is highly eloquated in what PT segment. That's why you should know the matter about the grammatical segment. Okay, it is known as analytical study of the grammar under PT. Thank you. Bye bye. See you later. Yes, goodbye.